A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Timberwolves.
Right away, they'll change the look. Willis going to look to throw first play. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Willis back to the air on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
60 Bison.
Third down, it's Willis. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Taking it about the 16. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And it'll be Titan football. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get...
He's got a man and complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Titans.
Bad user, bad user, bad user.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now they'll change things up.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Cougar 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Throwing on second and long. Willis going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They need 12 here. It's third down. From the gun, here's Willis. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
70. Roll, roll, roll. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Willis looking to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go play action with Willis. And he rifles one incomplete. The Vikings at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Back to throw, Willis. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Fourth down, Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff to Chandler. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. It's caught. Smith. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Second down. Willis looks to throw here. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Ready?
Willis. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Here's Chandler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Willis looking to throw it.
Oh my goodness, this nigga gonna need some work.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline.
This nigga is going to need some work.
Receiver ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third and goal, Willis. Buying time to his left. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 12. Levis back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
60
Here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
1st and 10, Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Ready, set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Chandler diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Levis to throw once more. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Willis. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 1st down, Willis. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw, here's Willis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And now they'll shift things around. Willis now off play action.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Willis is going to throw once more.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
I mean, Jesus Christ, this nigga throws like ducks.
So really the first speed bump that this
Ducks.
offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half.
Straight ducks.
Slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
On 1st down, Levis.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Levis now on 2nd down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds. Past the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now from the gun, here's Willis. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Willis will look to throw it.
Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Warrior 70. 60 Bison, 60.
They go play action with Willis.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer.
Now Willis to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Back to throw, Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Would you believe me if I told you I was nervous after the first drive?
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run.
Hilarious, right?
And they'll begin at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Levis to throw it. Forced out to his left. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis dancing to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go play action with Willis. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
He tried to run my defense. Come on, bro.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings
Come on, bro.
are on their way to a 2-0 start.
You don't think I got counters for my own defense?
Zerline connects on the extra point. And
Do
this
better.
one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Levis back to throw. Steps away. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Willis.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
On 1st down, Willis. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dunked on his ass.
9-yard touchdown.
And then got his ass dunked on.
Another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Let's go, William Levis. I said William Levis. Malik Willis.
Stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here. And 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
Let's go now.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
19 Lions. Set, temple, set.
Play action, Willis.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a hand.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the side.
That's hilarious.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their...
It got his man complete.
Now he's loose again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
Moving inside the 20.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Now Chandler.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It's a big play there for Tennessee. And even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Levis. And now here is another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant offense that was truly playing at an elite level.
My goodness.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.
Heavens, my heavens. Heavens, my heavens. Ricky's making plays. Ricky's making plays. I said Ricky's making plays. We got Ricky's making plays. And the niggas still hating because Trey Flowers is a safety. Fuck that hating that nigga. Yup. Put another nigga face in the dirt. Till the nigga eat shit. Put that nigga face in the dirt. Till the nigga eat shit. Fuck wrong with that nigga. Fuck wrong with that nigga till that nigga eat shit. Nigga.